Alright, so this is my first time ever making a door, and I'll just show you kind of what I'm doing. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. This is kind of just a door to go on the back of a shed, kind of go on my fishing ring. But if you notice the grain, these are each one of the panels. I've cut a biscuit joint in it. Like this. Make a tool for this. That goes in there. Of course, you glue it together. And you push them together. Then you glue it. Alright, so what I've done is that. But I think to make it strengthen, because of the warp of natural wood and curvature to these. So I turned the grain this way. And I've turned this grain this way. This grain this way. This way, this way, and this way. So I figured it would probably be fighting against itself to warp. So it might be, I don't know, more apt not to warp. I could be wrong, but that's my goal. I'm gonna frame it out here this way. I have a 1x6 I'm gonna run across here. One at the other end. Then I'm gonna run a diagonal one all the way to the other side. Just kind of give it a little bit of extra strength. On the how, and I got this, even though it's outside, but it's not really outside. I'm try to do that. I'll show you the tools and all I use. I still got one of these I haven't done. Got the grooves in this one, but I don't have them in this board at all. So, or this side. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll be ready to kind of clean it up, do a light sanding on it. I don't think they're going, I didn't run a planer across it and level them up. I'm sure a lot of people will probably fuss about that. So they don't fit exactly flush, because I just cut them with a guide with a saw, and if you don't have it, I don't have it, it didn't hold it exactly right, so it might be, instead of being exactly straight, I can see this one's off a little bit. But that one's off the same way, so that one's off. It's off a different way. That one's off, but you know, I don't really care. It's just kind of an outside shed door. So just something kind of look old, rustic, and I know 2x6 is not going to wear. Then I got these for free, so hate to waste the wood. So I'll check back with you in just a moment. So this is, I've had it for a long time. This is the little machine. I'm taking, you line this up right here. You just push in. Has like a circular saw blade in there. Cuts it. That's all there is to that. Alright, so I've decided on the side that I don't run the 1x6 here, run it diagonal across the side, then back across the bottom. I've decided to try to router this out, kind of put a bevel to it. So I'd use this bit like this. I still got to get the depth set right, but and it'll take a little wedge off of it at an angle. And I'll show you what that looks like when I get done, as to what, if it comes out like I want it to. So then this side here will have the grooves, kind of like a if you know anything about woodworking, some B-board or something. So all these will have grooves, so forth. And the other side will be just boards mated up. So we'll see how it looks when I get done. This is what I came up with. Kind of see the chamfer on down. The wood looks a lot cleaner looking underneath it. That's what I'm planning on doing the rest of them. I think it looks pretty good. If it don't, I don't really care. But some a little touch, I guess. Either way. So now I got all the boards. I'm gonna call them chamfer, whatever. I don't like this. I'll probably put that on the inside. So it don't make no difference. They said it's outside door. I'll get ready to put little biscuits in there and glue them together with my clamps and see what we got. All right, so I got it, I guess buckled down. It looked like it wanted to buckle up at the end there in the middle, and no, it did in the center. So I put some shims in there, see if I could unbuckle it while it glues. I still got to finish it off and cut it. I might cut some off this and this side in order to fit it in the door, but I wanted to get this together first. I don't think it looks too bad, but anyway, see what it looks like when it dries, and we'll go from there. All right, so here's the door. It's glued together, I clamped it down. I meant to take pictures of it clamped. Let's see how these little grooves come out. They look pretty nice, I think. Got some dirt in it. Little grooves come out pretty good. And I'm gonna fit it in this hole here. I just gotta make my door frame. Let's see if I can get back far enough. Probably not without killing myself. You can see right there's the piece I've cut out. I gotta cut it to fit in there. Build me a frame in here, like a door jamb. And I'll probably cut this side or this side, both sides off to kind of equally it out. This side kind of equal them out. Then I know I gotta I cut an 84, and I know it almost supposed to be 79 and a half, I think. So I'll probably cut this end off, I think. Yeah, that's the side there I had planned to cut off. So we'll go from there and see what we got. All right, here I'm back with the door. I got it all glued together. I showed you I sandwiched it together. Cut the sides off to fit the width of my door opening. This is what I did to the other side. I want to do something a little different, I guess, and kind of made it like a barn looking door. That'll be the inside of the door. Kind of picked out a little bit of wood that looked kind of older, in the wood that I bought anyway. This is what somebody gave me, all these 2x6s, and I made a door out of it. Just got to go fit it in the hole. I guess it'll probably do. Might take a router and router this off, put a little chamfer or something on it. I don't know, I might leave it just like that. But either way, I have a small router, I can do that right on the door. But so far that's my door, and we'll see when I get hung up and see what it looks like. Like I said, this is for my fishing room. We'll see what we got. All right, here I am. I got the door up. Kind of hard to get my boats in the way. But this will be my fishing room. For those who watch my videos, which are not much, around my boat here, I'm trying to get this stump up. These, I did a review on them. They've been really good. This awning here, we pretty much put all the screws in with that, and all this stuff here, used it for all that. A lot of screws and a lot of 3.5-inch decking screws and all. The batteries don't last as long as these, as my DeWalt, and it's not as strong, but I paid $99 for this. And of course, you remember if you watched the video, you watched the drill as well. So this was by itself was 150 bucks. So on my door here, I decided with some barn hinges, and of course I had to cut the molding out right here in order to fit it around, make it look decent. Just some scrap pallet lumber, as this here is what I made it with. Nothing fancy. Let me I don't have my fishing room finished yet. I just have this board on here to hold it closed because I don't have a lock on it. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm gonna try to put I think I'm gonna just put a black lock knob on here. There's gonna be a step out here, so I'm gonna be up to here whenever I actually get done. But this is the door as it swings. Swings out. Oh, I'm running in my boat. It's great, ain't it? I got my little Gone Fishing sign on it. Got the door frame kind of framed in from here anyway. I still gotta dress it up some. I just have this on it to kind of mark where it stops as it shuts. But it's not. I gotta put the trim. It's called door stop. But I'll probably just use some piece of rough timber. I'll come up with something. Put it around here, and then of course my wallboard and stuff. Now you see this sheetrock over there. I'm gonna put the sheetrock over here on this wall at the top, and then it's some type of like a B-board. Has 2 grooves in it, about a 1-inch space, 2 more grooves, and I'm gonna put that on this side. And then over here for the fishing room, there's gonna be the same thing on these walls from the rest of my shop. It's gonna be that little B-board and the sheetrock up here, and these joists or rafters or studs are gonna be left open, and I'm gonna put my fishing rods, stand them up here. My son had a good idea that I could put a couple in there. They won't take up any floor room, and they'll be kind of out the way. I have raw studs there. I'll probably paint them some color or something. I don't know. I'll come up with something. I just think as I go. Like I said, all that's insulated except for those 2 panels, and I got insulation in that box down there for those 2. Got to tack that back up. I have insulation for those 2, and I'm probably going to put some of these boards like this. I get them from scrap pallets and stuff that people have, and I'll just nail them across up top there, probably from like that rafter over this way. Now I'm gonna leave this accessed up here. I know you can't hardly see it. Leave it open, just so the shed can vent from there to back over there. It's not good to unvent a shed or anything that draws moisture, and all, especially where it's moisture. I started to route her out. God, the light is awful. Let me shed some light on this subject. Yeah. I took these and I mortised it out, but it was really tough with all that stuff because the screws are hitting here. So those I just drilled the hole out so the screws could be recessed into the door panel. Same thing down here. And on these, this screw right here is like about 1.5 inch screw. This one's the same. This one here. This one is a 3.5 inch screw, so it goes into the framework. These are all like 2 inch, whatever they came with. These 1.5 inch, 2 inch. So, I didn't like this door latch that they came with it, with this hinges and pull handle. I could make this work. You know, like this. I'm not doing good with the camera at all. You know, I can make this work, but the problem is, my luck, I'd be in there and then the door would shut and it would latch me in there and then I'd be stuck. So I'm just gonna probably, just like a regular door, put me a doorknob here. Put a striker and all right up in here, and then just shut it like a regular door. So let me know what you think in the comments. I've never built a door before, so this is my first door, so I don't know how well it's gonna hold up, but I think it looks pretty cool. Like I said, this will be my fishing room. All my fishing stuff is gonna be in there, all my tackle. I'm gonna have a little bench for a fishing table. And then, because like I said, this is my awning here I built for my boats, my 2 boats. And this one I'm in the process of recarpeting this, so I got it all tore up. And so this boat's actually goes over further that way, so I have room to walk through here. I'm a fish cleaning sink. And then I'm gonna probably hang all my other fishing stuff on this wall. I don't know, nets. There's a couple things don't mind, maybe paddles or something don't mind getting wet. So anyway, let me know what you think about the door, since this video is about the door and I'm just kind of rambling on. So appreciate you watching,
stay tuned for next time. Thank you.